Um, today, today, of course, as noted by the thumbnail, we're going to review something that I think you guys, especially me in general, this is something that I actually wanted. There's not too many times that, I look at the marketplace and I say to myself, oh, I really want something, because let's be honest, I got a bunch of stuff. I don't need to add another layer of complexity. Sorry, my glasses are kind of fogging up a little bit of complexity to my workflow. And, I'm always one to streamline, because the more and more layers you add to your workflow, whether it's a peripheral, whether it's a more complex operating system or a program, it always takes away from the creativity. And it's hard. I'm very hard pressed to find a device, an object, a piece of software that really streamlines and helps with the workflow. You guys know that I am a digital illustrator. I've been a digital illustrator since 1997. I've worked on so many different types of computers, from PCs to Macintosh to tablets. I mean, what I'm trying to do right now is to give you context, because in the process of me working on, these devices and in software, I've come to the conclusion that the display tablet, even in its prowess and its wonderfulness, being able to draw right on the screen, right, it does have its drawbacks. Whenever it's a small device, like a 14 to 16 inch, or even a 21 inch, is kind of pushing the boundary there. But about 14 to 16, you can keep it in front of you, and you can keep your keyboard in front of you, right? You have it on the desk and you have your keyboard in front of you. Very similar to what I have going on over on my, if you can see that, if you can see that right there. Well, I can't zoom in. On my side machine that I do some demos and some tutorials, student teaching tutorials. Whenever you have your keyboard down, you have your display and you're drawing, and you can do your quick keys on the left-hand side, it's perfectly fine. But whenever you get to the large format being anything probably above 21 inches, your 22s, your 24s, and even, God forbid, your 32s. I can't believe they have a screen that big. And whenever you start getting to that arena, you have to place the keyboard on the left-hand side, right? And you're drawing right here. So you're drawing and you have your keyboard over there on the left-hand side. Or you place it in front of you on the desk and you have your keyboard, or not your keyboard, your display tablet in front of you. Now, if you have a VersaMount, which I do, you can see in my setup here, I've got a VersaMount, right? And then over here, I've got another display tablet on a VersaMount. So my keyboard basically has to stay on the left-hand side. So that creates a stretching, right? Because you're reaching kind of on the side of that 24-inch display tablet. So those of you who don't know, years and years ago, probably about 11 years ago, I had shoulder surgery, and I had my right shoulder completely rebuilt because of the repetition of drawing on these display tablets. My genetics, just through repetition, caused a degradation of my shoulder, and I had to have everything rebuilt. My slap joint, I had to have rotator cuff surgery. That repetition, you can see as I hold my arm up, and I've tried multiple positions, and it just, it had gotten to the point where it was bad. And I had my shoulder rebuilt. Now, here we are, 11 years later, and I'm starting to have some of the same issues that I had back before I had my shoulder rebuilt. That's what happens whenever you get old. You get thinning hair, and you get some stuff that, and white hair, and you get some stuff that doesn't work very well anymore. But that being said, I said all that to say this. There's a company out there that, after doing some research, because I wanted this particular product, I didn't know that this company made it, and I didn't see it advertised in the marketplace. I didn't see it in my feed. I didn't see it in any of the tablet companies that, that make the display tablets. And I was like, I want something like this. So what I'm talking about basically is a platform that you attach to your large format display tablet, and you position a peripheral such as a quick key remote or something along those lines. And, you can say to yourself, well, a lot of the display tablets nowadays have the quick keys built in, and that's perfectly fine. The thing is whenever you have something like that, there's a cost involved, right? It's sometimes a substantial cost whenever you level up to that next level of tablet. And, you know, sometimes I just want a keyboard. And that's exactly what this company makes. They make a little platform that attaches to either the side or the top of your display tablet. And you can sit here and you can draw, and you can have your tablet or you can have your keyboard right in front of you. And it's something that I knew existed, but I didn't know who made it. So a company by the name of Cintweak, that's Cintweak, makes this particular product. And you can see right here, it's mounted on the top, right? And he's got his display tablet, large format display tablet, and then here it is mounted at the top. And here it is again, right, mounted at the top. And what's really cool is you can also, here we go, here's a little GIF that shows where you can mount it, you know, at the top. And you can actually mount it on the side as well. This is really cool. It's really cool because, first of all, you can remove your keyboard if you like. You can position it on the left-hand side or on the top. And it's very well made. You know, I think that the reality is we as illustrators and artists, we just want our stuff to work, right? And whenever we start having issues, you know, we kind of adapt. That's what we do as artists and people and humans in general. We adapt. And, you know, this is are really a good thing. And I started looking at the website, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to contact them. So I contacted them, and they said, we would love for you to review, you know, our products. So they went ahead and sent me two configurations. One is the X Uni, and it says trays are not compatible for side mounting. Position ergo stands tilt paddles. So then you have the are compatible. So what I'm looking on the website right now. So if you're interested in knowing who they are, what they stand for, their products in general, go to Cintweak. That's Cintweak.com. And yeah, I mean, they ask the real questions. Do you have a keyboard problem? Do you have space on your desk? It just doesn't work. And then, you know, they have the solution, and that's these two products. You have the Cintweak Uni, and I think it's the Uni X. I'm looking at their box. So let me look real quick. So I have the Uni and the S Uni. The S Uni probably stands for small, and I would recommend that for peripherals, for quick key remotes, for, you know, just maybe you have a Steam Deck or something that you want to be able to have access to, and you don't want it on the left-hand side further away from your access. You want it right there on your display tablet. And then you have the Uni, which is bigger. So what I'm going to do is, first we're going to do a unboxing. We're going to do unboxing of the product, see what's included, and basically then we're going to install it. Now, I don't want to take the time to do the installation. If you want to watch the installation video, you can go on to their YouTube, and it shows you step by step on how to install it. My main focus is the unboxing and the actual use of the product. And we're going to draw something, because today is Friday the 13th. We're going to draw something a little Friday the 13th-ish. So let's go ahead. Let's get started in unboxing the Cintweak. That's Cintweak. I think we're going to unbox the X Uni, because I've already actually installed the S Uni on my tablet, as you can see it right there. So we'll do some B-roll and show you exactly what it looks like installed. Now, was it hard to install? No, it took less than probably 5 minutes. That included, you know, me messing up a few times, so which obviously is user error. But if you follow the prompts in the video, you will have no issues at all installing the product. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's the box that it came in. It was actually attached to the other tray, the S Uni. So this is the larger of the two. Let's go ahead and open this up and take out all the goodies here. It's very well packed. As I drop some of the packing materials. So here's the documentation that it comes with. So let's go ahead and remove some of the bubble wrapping. This will be fun for later. Here's some of the installation materials, and here is, of course, the star of the show, the Cintweak X Uni. So the S Uni is the smaller unit for smaller keyboards or peripherals, and the X Uni is going to be able to mount a larger keyboard, and that's important to note. So the way that it installs is, let's go ahead. First of all, we're going to look at the documentation. It indicates a thanks for purchasing the item, what basically it's typically used for: a Steam Deck, Loop Deck, touch portal setup, or other keying peripherals such as a keyboard into your visual work zone instead of having it off to the side, improving your comfort level and enhancing your keying workflow. Of course, it must be installed properly for it to work properly, and what's really cool is they show the YouTube video. That's youtube.com/@Cintweak, where you'll find the installation video, guides that demonstrate the process in adjusting your tray for different interactive pin displays. And then it has additional tips, attachment tips. It said key peripherals that can be attached in one of two ways: on the side or on the top. And then it shows, it's got little areas, like if you were to mount it on the top, it's got an area where you can put your pen, which is really cool. So you won't really have an issue anymore of losing your pen. Now, I don't think that's going to work so much on the side if you mount it on the side, but on the top, definitely. And in terms of fit and finishing quality, it is very, very nice. This has a rubber grip, high-end Velcro, very nice hinge. This all feels like high-end either ABS plastic or something of those sorts, and it doesn't look like it's going to break at all. It does have some flexibility, obviously, because of the distance and the thickness of it, but overall, I mean, this is just a fantastic looking unit. Side bottom mounting tip. If you're side or bottom mounting your tray, you can remove your pin holders, or in case of the side mounting, leave only the upper pin holder attached to the storage space for cable management of your side mounted peripherals. So you can actually remove, yes. So what you would do to remove the pin holders, it says you can remove the pin holders. I guess you can, but I'm not going to do that because I like them. Now it does say you can mount on the bottom, which is fascinating. So maybe we can mount this on the bottom, which would be spectacular. So again, I'm going to go ahead and side bottom mounting tip. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this in terms of how to mount this in a way that is going to be conducive to my workflow. But I think I might go top. I might go top mount. Yeah, I think I'm going to top mount this. Yeah, we're going to top mount this. So let's go ahead and mount this. Now, in terms of compatibility, you're like, well, I have no idea if it works in my particular application, man. You need to explain this a little bit better. As my iPad stops. Okay, so here I am on the Cintweak website, and asks you all the pertinent questions. And we come down here. It says Cintweak keyboard trays are adjustable for the following interactive pen displays, and it shows the Wacom, the Cintiq, the Artist Soul, the Gnomon, the Huion Canvas series, the Yugi, the Viec, and the XP Pen Artist series. Now I'll be mounting this today on the 24-inch Pro XP Pen Artist display tablet. And what's really great about this is the fact that they've got all these videos embedded, right? What's in the box, you know, and you go parts guide and product details, product features, pin functions, and it shows you their cable wranglers, and then it shows you the actual application to the tablets, additional info, positions left or right, corner, both hands. Literally, they try to color the entire gamut of installation so there won't be any questions and dissatisfaction. So, how much does this cost? So whenever I researched how much this was going to cost, I contacted them, right? At sales. So sales at cintweak.com. If you have questions, they're happy to help. Right? It's keyboard compact. And you probably order direct from their website. Let me see up here if they have a purchase, which they don't. The X Uni, okay. So again, the S Uni is the smaller unit, the X Uni is the larger unit. And again, it shows you all the installation, references. Please note, purchase side mounting. The X Uni, which is the larger, with the following tablet stand configurations. So the Ergo stand, which is the stand that the Wacom Cintiq comes with. Tilt paddles. So remember, with some of these larger 24s, the old school ones had those paddles. So remember, it's not compatible with the one with the paddles, with the large Ergo stand. But, for those of you who don't have that, I think that it'll definitely be good for you. So here we go. So it shows you the X Uni, which is what it's compatible with. So yeah, awesome. So let's look. Shipping, double check your shipping, your order, take a moment. All right, if you need to order more than one tray, yeah, so you contact them directly. Our shopping buttons, invoicing, and shipment processing are all securely handled by PayPal, which is awesome. So here we go. So if you want to buy it, so you click it here, goes right to Amazon. And it looks like the X Uni is $59 plus shipping. Very cool. And then you have, let's go back, the S Uni, which is the smaller unit. Again, same price. Very awesome. Okay. And if you go to eBay, so eBay, they've got both the units, same price. Very cool. You get a little bit of a shipping break here on eBay. It looks like it's $1 cheaper. So, very cool. And again, it shows you everything that it's compatible with. Very clear, very concise. Whoever did this, created this particular item and started to do, sales and stuff like that, definitely has an understanding of how people shop online. So I wanted to go ahead and open the little goodie bag they have that has a plethora. Now, I've already watched the video, okay? I've already watched the video a couple times, and I've actually already installed one of the units on the display tablet. So the way that this works, basically, is you have these small little Velcro pads that connect to and would be placed on the items. So like a keyboard, right? And then you have the larger Velcro items that are included. And this is not cheap Velcro. I've had the privy to experience cheap Velcro in the past, and honestly, it's kind of crummy. So this is really nice, and they give you a lot. I mean, I used 2 of these whenever I installed them on my Huion, and I've got a myriad of Velcro now. I'll never have to go out and buy Velcro again in my entire life. Thank you, Cintweak. Okay, so these items will go on the keyboard, and they say, if you're going to put this on your keyboard and you're not going to remove your keyboard, then you might as well use these, because at the end of the day, right, if you're not going to be taking it on and off and on and off and on and off, it's going to be easier to use these than it's going to be to use these. These are, once they're on there, they're hard to get off. If you use 4 of these, you will have to use a large amount of force to get your keyboard off. I don't recommend using these. I definitely recommend using these, because at the end of the day, if you have 3 of these or even 4 of these on your keyboard and you attach them to this is like, NASA quality Velcro. I don't think it's coming off. So, and then what's great is whenever it fits on there, so this goes onto the lip of the keyboard, or I'm sorry, on the lip of the display tablet, and then this goes on the back side. And I mean, it's such an inventive, simple design, and you guys know how I love simple design. And then you have this this screw that goes in between these two areas, and it compresses this clamp down to go on the lip, and then it goes on the back with the Velcro, and it's not, put it this way, it's not going anywhere. So now that we've examined, now it's really cool too, whenever you watch the video and you're like, what are the little glow-in-the-dark arrows for? Again, it has to do with how it's installed, right? You position it, you adjust it, it goes on the top or on the side, but on the top, we're gonna install it on the top. And then I've got these items here, wherever these touch the back of the tablet, that's where you're going to put the little arrows. Now, these are obviously just for installation, right? Because whenever you peel these back, then you're going to install your Velcro pads, and that's what's going to keep things secure. So let's go ahead and get started installing the Cintweak keyboard mount. Keyboard, I don't know what it's called. Keyboard, it's the S-Uni, so the X-Uni. The X-Uni keyboard tray. So let's go ahead and get started. And here's the Cintweak unit installed on my XP Pen 24-inch display tablet. First of all, installation was wonderful. I followed the video, applied the 2 Velcro straps, and with all the included hardware, it probably took less than maybe 3 minutes to install it. And as you see, I can't move it at all. It's really secure. And, you know, it's got these little compartments right here that I can put stuff in. So I've got my writing utensils here for whenever I'm writing stuff in my work journal. And what's really cool is after I installed the included Velcro pads here, I can place my keyboard right up here, and I can have it as quick keys whenever I draw, or whenever, you know, I need to do something, I can just sit here and, you know, type up here, which is really nice. Now, I can't install it on this particular tablet on the left-hand side, which in my opinion would be great for something like this, which is a quick key remote. So having it over here on the left-hand side probably would be ideal. But again, this particular tablet comes with the quick keys on the left-hand side and the scroll wheel. Now, I do have a large 24-inch Huion that does not have the quick keys, and I've actually installed it on that one as well, and it works fantastic. So currently, I've got my keyboard here on the left-hand side because just for form and function, even though I like having the keyboard up here, I will typically have it here on the left-hand side because that's what I'm used to. Now, here is Now, just for this demo, I will actually have it up here just to show you form and function. But in the meantime, you know, I can the included little pads here, and there's my quick key remote whenever I need it. I've got a large television to the left-hand side off camera, and again, I've installed. They include so many of these little Velcro tabs. Got a little thing right here, and of course, whenever I need to play a couple minutes of games, I've got my Xbox here on the left-hand side as well. And that goes right up there as well. So this acts as kind of a table as well, which is really nice. And the fit and finish and the quality of the Cintweak unit is just amazing. I love it. So here's, like I said, the Cintweak unit installed on my 24-inch. And over here on the left-hand side, you can see I've got the Cintweak unit installed at the top of my 22 HD tablet. So it really is a fantastic, and this of course is the smaller unit. This is the larger unit, and this is the smaller unit. So very cool. I really enjoy having this option. So what we're going to do is we're just going to ink a illustration that I've been working on for a while. So this obviously is not the illustration in question. Since it is this time of the year, what I like to do is some fun little, you know, holiday spots. So this is actually my Yeti character that I've done, gosh, I've done for quite a while now, probably about 2 years. Yeah, see, I've done them in different iterations, I've done them in different poses. You know, I've just had lots and lots of fun with him. Last year, I inked all of these. These are Yeti, Freddy the Yeti at Christmas time. Yeah, so, you know, I've done him as an explorer. You know, I've done him as a woodsman. You can tell. Here he is as a little vampire. So I really like to have fun. This particular season, what I did was to do Freddy the Yeti as classic monsters. So here he is as the Mummy. Here he is as Frankenstein. And again, having the Cintweak unit up here supporting the keyboard, having my keyboard positioned up here, I'm not having to constantly go over and look to the left-hand side to see where the keys are. So yeah, this is him as Frankenstein. Here he is as vampire, right? Here he is as the Wolfman. Again, these are just little fun spots that I work on in between projects. Here he is as the Pumpkin King. He's pooped out from delivering all of his pumpkin goodness. And of course, just because I like having fun, here he is dressed up as everyone's favorite scary guy, Jason. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, see, here's the process, right? You can see process. And here he is as Jason. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and you can see literally how convenient it is to have the unit up here. Now, would I like to have maybe a lateral, maybe a horizontal to have the keyboard right here, or even maybe down here? Probably something that Cintweak's working on. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this guy. We're going to throw some color in here, maybe a little bit of shadow. But yeah, this is meant to show you the capabilities of the Cintweak unit and placement. You can place it up here, you can place it on the right, and of course, if you don't, like I had mentioned before, if you don't have these quick keys on the left hand side, it is great to have your quick key remote, right? If you're not used to having a keyboard on the left hand side on the desk, you can definitely have the quick key remote. And like I had showed before, having the Velcro right here really is convenient, right? I can place right there and it sticks. And it's not cheap Velcro, because I've experienced cheap Velcro, and there's nothing worse than having cheap Velcro. Actually, there's a lot worse than having cheap Velcro, you know? Anyway, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse. You can watch me ink this guy. You know, what's funny is I also did him as he's opening candy. Here he is as a Jedi, and I might actually do these really soon. And here he is with his lightsaber, and of course here's the one that we'll be working on in question, which is the Jason character. So let's go ahead and get started, and you can enjoy and watch the process of me inking this guy. And yeah, so enjoy. where we're going to land with this particular demo and review for the Cintweak keyboard trays. So both of them performed absolutely flawlessly. Neither one of them had any issues. I love having my keyboard up above, and also whenever I place it on the side on my Huion, I was able to have my quick keys on the left-hand side. This is one of those, like I said before, this is one of those products that, you know, you don't really need it until you need it. And I searched this particular product out. I contacted them, and they were gracious enough to send me a review kit. And big kudos, thank you to Cintweak for doing that. It really, you know, it reaffirmed my belief in companies wanting to do good, right? Some companies are out there, obviously companies need to make money, right? That's the reality. But some companies make products that better the lives of digital illustrators. And this is specifically for the digital illustrator. Could this go on other things? Probably. But the reality is this is exactly what it's designed for, and it does a fantastic job. So, thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully you didn't get too bored watching me draw my beloved Freddy the Yeti character as Jason in this scary, spooky season. Anyway, lots coming your way. Definitely stay tuned to the channel. Lots of cool videos, and you know, I've been talking about doing a tutorial series for a long time, and of course that is in the works, as well as doing my everyday illustration business. So thank you guys again, and definitely check Cintweak out. You know, Google them, see what they have to offer, and you know, give them some love. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.